Welcome to a Sunday session. And so I've been informed the boys are busy. That's how it is. And the internet's not perfect everywhere. But I fixed my mum's internet. She loves me for it. You're welcome, Mum. Anytime. Big impact today. Questions. I've been watching some content. Probably haven't been thrown as much out as I should. But that sometimes is part of the inner grind, like the work you can't see, what happens in here. So, you know, what you watch and what creates in here makes you ask these questions that you want to answer. And one of the greatest hacks that I've learned, and didn't mean to learn this, but it sort of hit the nail on the head for me when I watched something today. So the question is how you observe things around the world, and is it perception or perspective? So when you look at something and your influence in the thing, is it for your perception of yourself and the way you see something, or are you viewing it from a greater perspective of the greater good, for a simplistic answer? You know, or what is a bigger evil? You know, something might be a small little act, but is it part of a bigger evil? And this is what you're watching. Are you aware of that bigger perspective rather than that one-off perception that's happening in front of you? And that makes you see different things, you hear different things, you learn different things if you can change this way of thinking. You know, so that's one of the things. And the other big question I wanted to ask you guys, that in what point in your life do you ever get, and some of you may not have ever got to this point. Life may not have been that hard for you guys. But you ever get to that point where you've got to do something and there's no choice but to roll a 6 on the dice, right? There's no other option. It's you know, farming is an example. There's no option. You put seed in the ground and you have to do it on time. If you don't, you come up with a 3 or a 4 or a 1. But you need a 6. So get your shit right and get it in the ground at the right time. So roll your 6. So then, have you ever been put in that point in your life where you have to do it? And if, you know, let's say farming is not the answer. Not everyone's a farmer in this group, right? Let's say you can't drive your truck, or you're stuck at home because you're not at service at the moment, which is fine. But what if you can't get out? What if there's no other option but to make money? And what is that 6 that you're rolling in what game? You know, that's the big thing. What 6 are you rolling in what game to win? Because losing or failing is not an option at that point. You know, where I'm in life, there is no failure. There is just steps forward, because losing and failure is not an option. It's just keep moving forward to get it right. Get that 6. So there we go. Messages come through from Scotty. He's at work digging holes. But no problems. He'll catch the replay too. So, you know, perception or perspective. What is the greater good in your life versus the greater evil in the game that you're playing? Because life is just a big money game. You know, are you swapping your time for money? How much is your time worth? Do the maths on that. Right? So if you're in place A and you want to get to place B, does place B require more money? How much time do you have to put in to get that more money? What game are you playing? What job are you doing to make more money? If you are stuck where you are, change the game. If you don't know what game to change, send me a message. Got actions galore. That's what this business is. Learn something. Do something about it. And if you watch this content or these reels that I share with you guys and you think you can do it better, by all means, go nuts. I challenge you guys to do it better than me. If you want a system to learn how to do it better than me, we have the system. We easily share it with you guys on the system to how to do all this stuff better than me. So be better than me, because I'm rolling my 6s out there, and this is the game, one of the games that I'm playing. to get to point B. Because point A is where I am, and I'm getting to point B, and there's no losing. There's no not going to make it. There's no it's not going to happen. It is exactly, I'm going there. And then when I go from point B, I go to point C, and then to D, and I keep going forward. There's no losing. There's no getting to point C, and it all turning in pear shape, end up back at point A. Not going to happen. It's mindset. It's perception of the action that happened today, like the loader not starting. Been a couple of days. Whoop-de-doo. The point is, I keep going until I get the loader started, get it to the shed, and get it fixed so it's active for the year. Among all the other things that have been organised today, but it's just about winning at life. Starts by getting out of bed, go have a pee on the bush with the dog, and then do some push-ups. Eat breakfast, wins for the day. Already got washing hung out, winning. That can come in any time it wants. You know, dishes are done for this morning, winning. Little wins turn into big wins. Start winning and keep winning and get to your point B by rolling sixes. All right, I'm going to, there's nothing really to debate more on that. If you're not sure what game you're playing, send us a message. We'll discuss with you what game you're playing. And if you don't know, we can go deep into cash flow quadrant, all that sort of stuff as to why we started online businesses and how much of a difference we get to make interacting in a worldwide business. Have regular Zoom calls with people all across the planet. It just happen to be in English-speaking countries, but all across the planet. And this business that I'm in is all across the planet and has been for 50 years. So it's not a new thing, right? We're just all doing the same thing. All right, roll the dice, roll a six. For all the farmers out there, keep growing the food despite what happens. And if you're a European farmer, hats off to you. You might not be getting as much news as you need, but we're behind you. In Australia, if that's what we've got to do in Australia, that's what we'll have to do. So think about that, people. You know, truckies, farmers, if we've got to make a difference, we've got to make a difference. And sometimes, I won't say what those people said on Wednesday. Had a little chat with Rick Wilson and the team. They come out to HY for a chat about the live export stuff. Good on them for giving a shit and trying to create action where they can. So that's part of rolling sixes and making a difference. So anyway, signing off. Watch the replay if you've come on it this time. Thanks to all the farmers for growing all the food. Thanks to all the truckies for carting all the goods around the world. And thanks to all the service people and veterans for fighting for our freedoms, despite what anyone else thinks. Peace out. Have a good one, people. Nice, short and sweet today.